Hey guys, it's Murs. Welcome back to Harpies in the Trees, where I review horror books with a supernatural focus. In today's video, I have a unboxing for you for Abominable Book Club, and you've probably noticed I have a new intro. The Abominable unboxings, I think, are one of the earliest videos that I did that gained a little bit of traction, and I think they're the most popular videos in a lot of ways. So I thought it would be very apropos to kick off the new intro with this unboxing. I wanted to do something a little bit different that kind of just reflected a little bit more my supernatural tendencies, you know, my love for spooky homes and mansions. And even though I love, you know, other things in horror, that's really where my happy place is. It has been 5 years since I've had the same intro. I will miss it. I do love it a lot. It's not something that I didn't like or anything. I did let my patrons know about this a little while ago, so they were already in the know before anyone else. And to celebrate this kind of rebranding or whatever, I'm going to be sending them a little gift package, a bookmark and a postcard and a sticker custom made by me. I sent them out to be printed and they look so good. They look amazing. So I'm going to be sending them to all of my patrons. It is the first time I am doing something like this. I'm very excited that I can send them something. So it's kind of a big moment. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into this unboxing, because as you know, I can't wait. So here it is, you know, all covered in stickers and documents and everything, so ready to go. This is just an invoice for customs. This is what it looks like on the inside, but it's been rifled through pretty hard, so that's not how it would look if you were to receive it. Let's go ahead and start with the first item on top, which is the beverages. I like this pink and white theme. I feel like maybe it has something to do with like a fair or a carnival or something. We have our Lion's Gojo coffee bag. This isn't instant coffee. This is coffee grinds in a bag that you seep in your cup like tea. Usually takes 6 to 8 minutes. We have the Galaxy Instant Hot Chocolate and the Nescafe Unsweetened Cappuccino. And we have 2 different teas. This is the Puka teas. I've had these before, they're very good. This one's chamomile vanilla and manuka honey, which sounds really nice, and blackcurrant beauty. Wow. The next thing is something else very, very pink. This is retro corn. Oh, strawberries and cream. Hell yeah. It says popcorn coated with crushed sweets, popped in Great Britain with traditional British sweets. Ooh, that is so awesome and exciting. Let's give it a taste and see what it's like. It doesn't smell particularly like strawberries and cream right away. It kind of just smells like popcorn. That's really good. It's not too sweet. And there is like some pieces of corn that have candy on it, but it's not like every single piece. So I do see that we have our used book on the very top, but you know, this is my favorite. So I always open this one at the end. The way that Abominable works is they are a horror book subscription service / mystery. They do throw some mysteries in there, but you get a used book, a new release, an older release, and then something else like a magazine or a novella, sometimes a whole nother book. It just depends what they have, you know, laying around, or not laying around, but you know what I mean. But the used book is really cool because it always comes like this with the twine and the seal. So we'll put this to the side. And there are some books, but I'm gonna look at the other items in the box first. Oh, whoa. This is cool. This is obviously from Midsommar. It's very colorful. It sort of has that 60s vibe. I love the backing with the flowers. This is dope. All right, the next thing I see is, yeah. It looks like there's another book plate, and I think this one's for Rachel Harris, I think. I'll show you the book after I show you these 2 bookmarks. So we have 2 bookmarks. This is the Abominable Book Club bookmark. It also has a QR code for the spoiler card, and it has a microfiction in the back. Let's go ahead and read this microfiction and see what it's all about. Spookmark 9, Series 5. I pour the coffee into my travel mug, screw the lid on tightly, and step out the front door. The whole road is drenched in a thick blanket of fog, as it has been every morning for months now. It feels like it has been getting worse since the bypass opened, but at least the morning commute is shorter. I get in the car and make my way there, wary of lights suddenly approaching the fog ahead. Visibility is low, but I use the glow from the reflective traffic cones to guide me. Every now and again, I see the vague outline of a figure standing at the roadside. Surely it couldn't be the road workers, not in this weather. As I move forward, more of them appear. Some look like they are holding tools, wearing hard hats or helmets. It triggers a thought in my mind. A vague memory, something I read about the field this new bypass cut through, and the vast history it holds. A shape catches my eye, a large one this time. As I pass by, I realize that it's a horse. Sat astride it is a man holding something large and round. A shield? Chainmail, too. Draped down his chest and arms, his face is sunken and pale, half covered by the helm he is wearing. Suddenly there is a blast of sound, a horn snapping me back to action. I swerve to avoid the lorry barreling down the opposite lane, but everything goes black. I wake again, this time standing in the road. I hear sirens that sound like they are miles away, even though I can still see the flashing lights. The fog has gone, and now I can see the soldiers in full, their armor and weaponry glinting in the morning sun. They see me too. I love ghoulish ancient warriors. I don't know what it is about like skeletons or, rotting bodies in chainmail and, I don't know, whatever armor, there's just something so intriguing about it. I love it so much. It's just so cool. I think like if I can remember most of them, I love this one the most. This is awesome. Ooh, this is cool. I love rats. I think they are just the coolest, sweetest animals in the world. I had a pet rat when I was little. I love rodents. I love possums and raccoons and all kinds of stuff. So this is a bookmark that's inspired by Rats by James Herbert. And on the back it says, screams pervaded the air, cries for help beat into his brain, all in the half gloom, against the blackness of the tunnel, as though the whole event was taking place in black limbo. And everywhere, scurrying, furry black creatures, running up the walls, launching themselves into the air, only stopping when the victims struggled, seized, and then eating and drinking. The new release is Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. There's a quote here that says, incredibly compelling read that's full of horror and heart. Definitely one of my favorite combos. Let's see what it's about. I have no idea. Rory Morris isn't thrilled to be moving back to her hometown. There are bad memories there. But her twin sister, Scarlett, is pregnant and needs support, so Rory returns to the place she thought she'd put in her rear view. After a night out at a bar where she runs into Ian, an old, almost flame, she hits a large animal with her car, and when she gets out to investigate, she's attacked. Rory survives miraculously, but life begins to look and feel different. She's unnaturally strong, with an aversion to silver, and suddenly the moon has her in its thrall. She's changing into someone else, something else, but does that mean she's putting those close to her in danger, or is embracing the wildness inside her the key to acceptance? Someone's gonna get a little wolfy in this book. This also says this darkly comedic love story is a brilliantly layered portrait of trauma, rage, and vulnerability. So this sounds interesting. Werewolf lovers will be very excited. And the last thing in the box is Bored Gay Werewolf by Tony Santarella. I love this cover. Oh my god. It's so cool. I love the color scheme and the artwork. And it's a hardcover. Let's see. what it's about. Brian, an aimless slacker in his 20s, works double shifts at his waiter job, never cleans his apartment, and gets blackout drunk with his restaurant comrades, Nick and Darby. He's been struggling to manage his transition to adulthood almost as much as his monthly transitions to a werewolf. Ah. Wow, this is we got a werewolf month going on here. Really, he is not great at the whole werewolf thing, and his recent murderous slip-ups have caught the attention of Tyler, a millennial were-entrepreneur determined to explore exponential growth strategies in the mythological wellness market. Oh my god. Tyler has got a plan, and he wants Brian to be part of it, and weirdly his brand of self-help punditry actually encourages Brian to shape up and to stop accidentally marking out bad tippers at the restaurant as potential monthly victims. But as Brian gets closer to Tyler's pack and he drifts further away from Nick and Darby, he realizes that Tyler's expansion plans are much more nefarious than a little lupine enlightenment. I'm loving the wording of this so far. It's cracking me up. Here at the bottom it says, big-hearted, goofy, anarchic, and funny, bored gay werewolf is a smart take on the doomsday logic of late capitalism and the complicated meeting point of masculinity and sexuality. More than that though, and like Scooby-Doo with Grindr or Stranger Things with sex and ennui, it's a buddy novel about finding your pack, the power of friendship, and learning how to be comfortable in your own shaggy werewolf pelt. Oh my god, this sounds like it's gonna be kind of a cozy read, right? Like nice and warm and fuzzy, but funny. I'm not a big werewolf person, but this one definitely has my ears pricked up. Okay, so let's get on to my favorite part of the video, which is the used book. And it's not a hardcover, it is soft. Place your bets now. Peter James, Stephen King. Oh, it's Peter May. It's not Peter James, but it's Peter May. I have another Peter May book. It looks very similar to this one, but it's a different one. This is The Black House. The Evil Lies Within. Digging that. Like my other book of Peter May, there is a pronunciation guide in the front, which I really, really appreciate. Let's see what it's about. A brutal killing takes place on the Isle of Lewis, Scotland, a land of harsh beauty and inhabitants of deep-rooted faith. A murder. Detective Inspector Finn McLeod is sent from Edinburgh to investigate. For Lewis-born McLeod, the case represents a journey both home and into his past. A secret. Something lurks within the close-knit island community. Something sinister. A trap. As Finn investigates, old skeletons begin to surface, and soon he, the hunter, becomes hunted. This sounds fun. There's something about islands that I really like, especially when they're dreary, and they seem to be like this place that maybe nobody should be living because it's just not really a nice place to live.
Anthrax Island.
But people are definitely living there, but it's a hard life. And then, you know, there's mysteries, there's dark secrets, there's all kinds of things like that. I don't know why that is so intriguing. So this actually sounds pretty cool to me. And actually in my next vlog, instead of doing books I don't really want to read, but I'm giving them a chance by reading 20 pages. This time I'm going to be reading 4 mystery books. So it's going to be mystery focused. I've never done anything like that before, and I do have a Peter May book in there, so we'll see how it goes. So now let's check out the spoiler card and just see if there's like any additional information that would be cool to know. Like, which box is this? I don't even know. Okay, so I don't see it on the site. Maybe it's not up yet, but that's okay. I didn't really have a lot of big questions about things, so we're fine, we're good. But I think my favorite thing in the box is probably the Midsummer pin, just because it was such a surprise. I had no idea that we would be getting anything like this, and it is just really, really, really well designed and colorful. But honestly, everything in the box was cool. Like really cool. So that was the unboxing. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this box. And yeah, besides that, please take care of yourselves, look out for each other, and I'll talk to you next time.